checkers and pleasers, and welcome to Checkpoint, the show where we discuss and discern the recent events of Check Please. Today we are discussing episode 28 of Check Please. I am Keni, your lovely host, and this is Beardy, Screwy, Grem,
Hello.
Shane, and Xeno, all here to discuss this spicy episode that I did not anticipate to be so spicy. But first, we are going to start off with bingo, so we do not forget. So, Beardy, please let us know what bingo we have gotten, if we've gotten a bingo tonight.
I believe, if I'm reading this chart correctly, and feel free to double check me here, Shane, but I believe we have achieved a single bingo.
A single bingo.
I believe we have achieved a single bingo, potentially a second one. It depends on which one you're talking about.
I believe we got the top row.
The top row. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we got the top row. I think, technically speaking, with my wording, we didn't get the top left to the bottom right, because the bottom right, I feel like Screwy did at several points, but not Stavik. So
No, yeah. So I don't think that happened. But also, I'm not sure. Okay. Was please, sir, can I have some spore? Was that
that was a mushroom joke.
Zulin finding those vines? Okay, in that case, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was a very close, almost second bingo. But yeah. So yeah, I think we got one bingo. Which what we got was someone gets poisoned. Talk about Stavik's family. We have a nest encounter. No writing lessons, and more than just a mine down there. So, I believe that is one bingo. So, we also end up keeping Blizz. Please, sir, can I have some spore? An echo crystal is found. We have a fight with a long boy. Eye fugs with bugs, which was the free space. Monstrous creature spotted. We leave Echo Deep behind. Bro has a moment, and cave-in / seismic activity. I believe that's all we got. So
that
feel
is
free
correct.
Okay, cool. Then we are in.
Which was the one
accord.
that? Which was the one that you
I know
said
we
that
saved the
Screwy
misses,
did?
so you don't we don't know.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean,
yeah.
What was the
Yeah,
one that
yeah,
Screwy did?
that was a Stavik sexualizes men.
Did not happen today.
I see.
Yeah.
But Screwy did.
Okay, we can reveal that one. It's still.
Yeah, that one's fine.
Yeah.
It'll
Vi,
keep happening.
Yeah.
Vi, they are always oddly specific. That's the beauty of them. So,
Thank
so with
you.
that,
I try.
What I have done is I have modified your guys' hero points counters. So those of you who had used a hero point have gotten it back. So since these roll over, some of you now have 3 again. If you used all of your 3, you may have just 1. You might have 2. I believe Bastion did not use any today, so he's sitting on a pretty 4. So yeah, we're yeah. So
I
so
didn't
these,
use my 3 from last session. Do I get those?
no.
Okay.
This was before
this
the
is-
new implementation, I
Yeah.
guess.
So this
Yeah,
is
I probably
starting.
wouldn't use
Yeah.
mine if I had known that's how it worked. Oh well.
So yeah, we're starting with these. We're going to keep a rolling counter. So
Cool.
that way you'll still feel incentivized to use them because bingos happen fairly frequently, but you never know how many bingos we're going to get. So it kind of becomes like a rolling resource that you would still want to use, but you won't feel like that they're throwaway things. Like, oh, we better burn them all by the end of the session, which is
Sure,
oftentimes
sure.
what can happen with a hero point.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is a way to make it a little more of a question as to how many we're going to have. So maybe hold on to 1 or maybe hold on to 2 in case
Sure.
of emergency.
Like potions.
Well, we
Yeah.
want to still be able to use them often, but incentivize you to not just blow them all every session.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always keep 1. Like potions.
Potions.
Yeah, that's fair. I thought you meant as potions as in never use them ever, which
Yeah,
is how I
right.
feel about potions.
Yeah. Same.
My bad.
No, you're
Well
fine.
then,
So, yeah,
that
who
is
wants to
our
give a
bingo
recap?
for the night. We don't really do recap. We just discuss
We
the.
just talk about it.
Okay.
So, so we started today with the maggot combat encounter. where that was Stavik walked in and basically set off the whole nest of horse-sized horseflies.
No. They weren't horseflies in the first room.
Maggots. Right.
Maggots.
They're the maggots of the horse-sized horseflies.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Mhm.
So they're where they're young.
Horse-sized horseflies.
So it sounds like a great song.
Yeah, it is like TMNT, but it's much harder to sing.
And we got everything from the previous room, right?
Yeah. You found some gems.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure
You
because
found
I'm like,
some
I
uncut
know
gems.
we said we did it, but I don't remember if it was like
they're
mechanically in our
party loop.
stuff.
Yep,
Okay.
they are. You can pop that open right now and check. They're in there.
I cannot
Why not?
because I have closed everything down to stream checkpoint because of the audio.
Okay. Well, they're in there. So don't
Kenny
you
cannot currently as stream.
worry. Well,
Anyways.
we've got a bunch, so don't worry. You got some
Okay.
Gimmerolds, multiple Gimmerolds, and then 3 Echo Stones, which we picked up later. We'll get to that. But yeah, so Stavik popped into this room, set off the nest of maggots, and then that started a very large, but ultimately very simple and hopefully satisfying combat counter.
Oh god. That was awesome.
Yeah, you guys butchered them right well. I think particularly I want to call out the 8 kills from one spell from Louis. Well done on the flurry of snowballs attack.
Thank you.
That was an excellent cone right there, because it's like, oh damn, that's a good cone. That's 8 kills, and sure enough, boom, 8 kills.
I was waiting
So-
for them to all stack up genuinely, so I'm glad
Mm-hmm.
that happened.
Yeah, it was either going to be you doing that, or it was going to be a bomb from
Yeah, exactly.
Zulin.
That's why I
But-
actually asked
yeah.
before I went, because I was like, I'm about to destroy these motherfuckers. Do you want it, or do you mind if I take it?
About to end their entire career.
I mean, your magic is much safer to use, though. So.
Very true. You are the worst cause of damage to Xander this session. Yay.
Technically, Screwy, because I damaged Stavik.
Yeah, no, I think the biggest cause of damage to Xander was Xander, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
How
but I still
dare
blame
he
Screwy.
try to keep us alive?
Yeah,
That
I mean, honestly,
asshole.
lifelink is wildly effective, and it's an incredibly good way to keep Stavik alive, because I believe it does not differentiate between positive and negative healing. It just heals.
Exactly.
So it is,
Which is incredible.
very, very useful in this party.
However,
Yeah.
you don't have the same the hit pool
Yeah,
as
no.
Oh yeah, no,
Stavik does.
Xander's hit points are terribly
I like
low.
22.
Ass.
Yeah.
22 HP, buddy.
Bro,
Is 22 really low right now?
Yes.
22 is very bad right now. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if you check the party overview here, we've got.
I mean, all your
Xander's
con got
sitting
healed at least for Valentino.
Yeah, I mean, I'm better off than that, but I'm still like,
Yeah.
that's
You're
so much
also
better off that I
you
would
have
call that bad.
D6s for your like class hit dice though. I have
Mhm.
D8s. So
Yeah.
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Xander's
Yeah.
sitting on D8s and is still at 22.
Yeah.
Uh,
it's because I took a con dump.
yeah. Took a con dump. So we've got Zulin sitting at 37, and then Stavik over here with double everyone else's hit points at 62.
Jeez,
So
three
what
times
an
almost.
absolute
What's my
champion.
Yeah,
HP?
see,
I
this
think
is why
mine's
I didn't bother
28.
fucking stabbing his throat.
Louis 28, yeah.
Yeah.
So just about the same as Valentino. The only difference is Valentino often gets into melee and Louis does not. So,
Mhm.
and then Bastion is not on that list, but his is 47.
Mhm.
So he's much more of a frontliner.
It was
Yeah,
a
that's why.
it was a good kill though, nonetheless.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
very
was an
quick.
excellent blast. So after the maggots were dispatched, you guys made your way back around, continuing on to the west, where you ran into some more of the giant horseflies. After a quick combat with those guys, you moved to the north and ran into some slicer beetles again. I think there was only one nasty shot from that, which one of them hit, I think, Val for like a 19 damage or something like that.
Mhm.
Rolled max damage on those guys. They do I'll pull them up here. They do 2d6 plus 7, and he rolled double 6s. So that was nasty.
I took it, no problem.
Yeah, you took the shot. You survived with, reasonable HP left.
So then Valentino was just bleeding over there, and Stavik's like, no.
Yeah. So it's like, why don't you get over here and help us?
I mean, Louis tried to drag him into the combat and be like, go help Val, he's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was fine. It turned out fine.
Yeah, you guys did all right. So you set up that little ambush for the third one that popped out of the wall, took it out real quick. And then once you knocked those guys out, you continued to the east where you found the final kind of mining chamber here where there was a couple of horse-sized horseflies where you took, I believe you gave the light crossbow to Bastion and had him make a shot, which he somehow got a critical hit on.
It was a good nat 20.
It was a damn good shot, yeah. So he will probably never use a crossbow again because he didn't like the complexity of it. There's too many gears and things. He didn't trust it.
I gotta pull the thing back.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. So he fired it, managed to get a beautiful shot, started the combat off. You guys butchered those flies pretty easily. And then you moved on to the final chamber where you guys found a very interesting room that kind of played with the acoustics in an odd way. It was a perfect room for sound. And there, of course, in the middle of the room was the skeleton of Silverstring. So...
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, it's like, obviously, she was dead down there, but like still getting that confirmation that like, oh, this lady went down here to sing a nice song and got, eaten alive by giant bugs is like,
we don't know
what
that.
a way to go. We don't know that.
You're not really sure what killed Silverstring, yeah.
Which actually, I want to inspect the body later and see if there's any like marks that would say that she may have been murdered.
Yeah, any obvious indication of cause of death, yeah.
That doesn't sound a lot better. I mean, maybe a little if she if her
or
last moments were like having a good time singing, I guess.
Or we could actually just ask her.
Yeah,
Dead's a thing, yeah.
Like, hey.
Yeah, but don't you have to do it where the person died, though?
No.
No.
You're talking about Speak with Soul?
Yep.
That's the spell you fucked up on. Different spell.
It's a different spell. It's got Speak with Soul has got more limitations and in regards of where you can do it and stuff, but then you can like talk with them. Where Speak with Dead is 3 questions. Don't fuck them up. Don't ask.
Gotcha.
Don't form your statements in form of a question.
I was stressed out, okay?
Yeah, I know. Except you shouldn't have been. We had talked about what you were going to say beforehand, and somehow you still fucked it up!
Everyone was fucking staring at me.
Because you were the one who wanted to talk!
One of my absolute favorite interactions of all of Check Please.
Yeah, me too.
Was questioning MacGuffin was so beautiful.
Henry MacGuffin.
Fucking
R.I.P.
can't top it.
So
wait, that was pre was that pre
Petra.
Yep.
Pre-pet. Oh yeah.
We had Marcus.
There's
Marcus.
Yep, there
that
it
was
is.
right before
That
he
was the
became
lava.
a little
Deep
crispy
fried.
chicky nuggy.
Oh god, yeah.
to me, like that is so like quintessential Speak with Dead. Though I feel like literally every long-term D&D table has had that situation.
I'm just glad we were able to capture it.
Really,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, we have that on film forever. But like to me, that encapsulates like that perfect moment that so many tables experienced. So much so that they even referenced it in the D&D movie, right? Like
ours flowed better than the fucking D&D movie.
Great. Like
that's the thing.
Yeah, like ours
was so
really
good.
I was very happy with it. So you guys were talking in this room. I believe people started to hum and make some sounds and really feel this odd echo sensation in this chamber here, which of course drew the local super predator to attack, which was a juvenile purple worm.
Oh, I guess that thing too.
Oh, so what these fuckers eating? The dragon like fucking deer in there?
So it would pretty much go deeper or go higher. Like this was probably the highest elevation that they would usually go in this part of the world. So it would go deeper and hunt like cave creatures. So there's plenty of subterranean life in Dis.
It just eats drow.
Same with the flies, then?
Yeah, the flies are native to Dis as well. So,
what a shithole.
It is a shithole. That's the point. Yeah, it's terrible. So,
one of my characters went to live there. Fuck that place.
Would have been awful. So, yeah, the critters down in Dis are really nasty. But this was like a juvenile purple worm. It popped out and then absolutely shit its initiative roll. So it went at like the bottom of the turn, and you guys just fucking shellacked this thing before it had a chance to do anything against you guys.
Oh, that was great.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was great.
You rained pain down on that purple worm, and managed to drop it. It did manage to bite onto Stavik and pull him into an almost swallow situation.
And Poison Bastion.
And then Poison Bastion.
Yep.
Thanks again for the neutralized poison. Excellent roll on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then luckily, from its mouth, Stavik was able to kill it with a couple of sword swings and end the fight. So, yeah, you guys, with very little muss and fuss, just dispatched the purple wormling.
I just enjoyed when we first saw it. It's like, Beardy.
Yeah, I think Grem had a similar reaction too.
Yeah, like, Beardy, that's a CR12 monster. Fuck you.
Yeah. I was like, I'm assuming this is like a baby one.
Yeah, it's a baby one.
I was also assuming that there weren't any fucking purple worms, so maybe we're just gonna die here. I don't know.
It's like I'm done with that shit.
Yeah,
so last session that we were like, no, there wouldn't be a purple worm. Are you crazy?
No. Yeah. And the whole time, like, I'm just sweating because I have the fucking token off to the side.
I'm thinking, like, because then, like, the audience can't see it.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna have it smack in the middle. Anyway, so
I think the only other time I was like, "What the fuck, Beardy?" was when the frost worm exploded.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Risen's for beginning of season 2, campaign 1, first character down.
Yeah,
that was impressive.
Dude, frostworms and rimerazes are some of the funnest shit to throw at parties, and I have killed PCs with that before. One was a really nasty one. This was ages ago, back when I was first playing like D&D 2nd edition with my friends in like middle school and high school. There was a fight that started. The rogue failed. Like they got the lowest initiative roll, and this Rimeraz has like this breath attack thing that it can do, and everyone else went first. So like it was party Rimeraz rogue, right? So everybody else got to go, and their moves were get out of the way, because they all knew this thing had a nasty fucking breath attack. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Rimerez goes, breath attacks, kills the rogue. Like, the rogue got a saving throw, failed the saving throw, got insta-gibbed, obliterated by the breath attack. And then the rest of the fight rolled on. But there was just they literally, the fight from their perspective was save or die. And they failed the save, and that was all they could do, and they were pissed. But again, the AD&D is a pretty lethal system anyway. Like 2nd edition D&D is pretty lethal. The monsters are really nasty, and I was also much less experienced, and also much less forgiving when it came to playing the game. So, fun times were had, but. If anyone's curious, that was Wazzle's character that died there. Anyway, so you guys bushwhacked this purple worm, which I had heavily modified to make it into a baby. So I basically dropped it down to from a CR12 to a CR6. I cut its class levels in half. I basically halved everything. I changed its size modifiers down to make it huge instead of gargantuan, and modified a bunch of its stats to make it what I felt would have been a fitting challenge. And I think it was. I think it was right about perfectly built. It just rolled really bad on the initiative, and you guys did very well against it. So I think it was an appropriate challenge, and I think it, from a mechanical standpoint, I think the fight worked out really well. Actually, I think all of today's fights worked out really well. So I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah. I'm actually really happy with the Echo Deep Mine combat dungeon, because I think that like these enemies definitely to me felt more fair than throwing like, you know, incorporeal undead at you guys that just target touch ACs and do stat damage.
Yeah.
I feel like these were much more fair, and I think you guys did really well against them. So
definitely felt we had more tactical options.
Yeah, and I think you guys did a great job, honestly. So well played all.
At least for my character, I had just enough materials to get through the entire dungeon. Like, I think
I felt like you were using so many fucking bombs, though. Like, I was so scared. Like, every time you used a bomb, I was like, are you sure you have a fucking enough bombs, dude? Like, you're using a lot of bombs.
Yeah, and Zulin ended the day with 1 bomb left. So, like, I feel like as far as resource expenditures, I think you guys are all pretty well tapped, which I think is exactly where I needed you guys to be by the end of that dungeon. So I think even like
I could have not held back.
Yeah. So like I think that like I'm just looking here. Yeah, Valentina still had plenty of spells left. So
I think I had one more snowball.
Yeah, you were pretty tapped. Good stuff, though. I think that dungeon, not to toot my own horn too much, but yeah, I think I did a good job.
I mean, I on that one.
You did.
You did good.
So I'm pretty happy with myself. I think this one worked out pretty well.
And
but that's just from a mechanical. I also tried to be overly descriptive in an effort to make it sound as nauseating and disgusting as possible.
It was actually really good.
How do you think that went?
Yes.
Was that okay? Okay.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, no notes.
Basically, I wanted to like really lean into like making this a disgusting place, and just really having it be a lot of garbage that was attacking you guys. Yeah, like probably the most. Go ahead.
It's a shame that there's such a beautiful thing at the end of it. It's surrounded by god awful things.
Well, that's the beauty of it, right?
Is the beautiful thing the dead bard or the chamber?
I think you mean chamber. Yeah.
I don't know. The dead bard was pretty beautiful.
Yeah, allegedly.
Presumably,
yeah. Yeah, I think the only like asshole thing I did this entire dungeon though was the very first part where you guys mistook the maggot-ridden body for a breathing person.
Oh, that was so good.
That was great, though. I don't really care that
the previous week.
No,
I mean, compared to like dungeons traps where you fall in a pit and take a shit ton of damage and probably just die.
Yeah,
it was definitely better than that.
Yeah, this was not a trap-filled dungeon, which was nice, I guess, because I know that tends to make people paranoid more than anything else.
Yeah, no one got crushed under rocks and instantly died.
That's true. That's true. Rocks did not fall. The only seismic activity were the summoning of earth elementals to close this place off from any future explorers.
I mean, and those fucking beetles going around. When you're like, there's cracks in the walls, I was like, are we just going to get sealed in here? Shit.
I was like, oh,
yeah.
Shit. We're just going to get crushed by this stuff. But yeah, no, you guys did an excellent job, and I think that the dungeon worked pretty well. But after you guys gathered a bunch of stuff, which in this case was dagger, rapier, short bow, bottomless tankard, a mithril shirt, the masterwork, loot, and 3 tablets of muse. So that's fun. You guys made it back to camp.
Also, there was a few things.
Go ahead.
We did miss one of my favorite conversations, which was where Valentino is going to lie about what we fought.
Yes!
To make it sound cooler.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
So good. I am interested in what Louis' thoughts are on that.
Oh, do you want to hear?
Because you're making faces the whole time.
I'm sure we're going to find out.
Oh, I mean, if you want to find out, yeah, that's fine. I don't think it'll be as interesting as you think it is.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well,
go ahead and say it.
Oh, he just thought it was strange that you thought that what we were fighting seemed like boring to tell a story about, because he was like, I don't know, this is all pretty gross and extreme. Like, I haven't really heard stories of people fighting giant gross insects, so I don't know. I don't know why he's afraid to like just tell the truth, man.
I realize this is an in-character response to an out-of-character conversation, but like, if they were like ants or spiders or some kind of insect that is, or arachnid or whatever that's traditionally threatening, that'd be one thing. But flies and maggots are
I don't know. I hate
the
horse
definition
flies.
of. I mean, I hate them too. But like, you say I swatted that fucker like a fly, that means they were pathetic. And if you call someone a maggot, that means they're pathetic.
I mean, if it's horse-sized, like, he was just like, that's terrifying. It is terrifying. This is a gross place. I don't want to be here.
Valentino's perspective, being a seasoned liar, is that if he tells people we fought flies the size of horses, they're going to be like, why did you make up such a lame story? If you're going to lie, why didn't you come up with something interesting?
Lol.
So
Okay.
now you will.
Yeah, but I mean, that was pretty much just Louis' thought. Was he was just very confused why he would be ashamed to say what happened.
Also, Louis eventually is hoarding the Muse.
He pocketed them, yeah.
You know, if he doesn't take them, I'll be disappointed. If he hides the drugs just so that no one else can have them, what a fucking narc.
I mean,
Right? Playing a narc 2 times
Bogarting
in a row.
the drugs. It's okay. That's a thing.
We'll see what happens. I don't even think he knows what he's going to do with them yet.
Oh, we all know. We know
you-
Louis is spider supplier.
Crush him up and snort him.
Yes, obviously.
Maybe the boy should take it and he can finally be happy.
Impossible. I was quoting Worf, I'm sorry.
Also, I love the idea that Louis comes to Zulin with a bunch of muses. Like, can you help show me how to inject this?
Do I put it in like my drink and it like fizzes and then I'm wow.
Good.
I really enjoyed that. I liked the little moments in just Bastion using a crossbow for the first time and Valentino and him like switching weapons. There's this like very sweet camaraderie with like this weapon like borrowing that's happening that I really like seeing, oddly enough. I'm like, it's so
It's like
small.
2 for 2 in these dungeons.
It's so small, but it's so cute. I love it so much. And then, in the Echo Cave, Stavik singing was very, very cute. And then Valentino playing the lute. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, and you guys all crushed your rolls. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, we were all around the same
beautiful.
numbers, except I think Valentino's was like in the
Little bit
30s. Yeah.
Yeah.
33, I think it was.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
28,
good.
29, 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good fucking music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like those choir videos you see where people are like, a bunch of random people got together to sing in a basement, and it's the most beautiful thing ever.
I mean,
sure.
not to be that person, but like fucking all I could think of is all the videos of dudes singing the Halo theme in the boys' bathroom.
I believe it.
I thought that too.
Yeah. I actually thought of that as well. God damn it.
Was there anything else
We
that
all share same brain cell.
was there anything else that really stood out to you guys about the cavern that we went through?
I wanted to interact with that water barrel like the whole time, but I just never found time to.
Water barrel?
Yeah, and like the second into the last room, right before the echo chamber, there's like this one like blue circle, which I assume is a water barrel. I was like, I want to look in there. Mostly
Was there anything
Here's
in
a
there?
water barrel. You're right.
I mostly wanted
I
to see if
didn't.
there was larva in there.
I didn't even really think about it or notice it on the map until you just said it. So no, I hadn't done anything about it. But I'll
Zulin
post
goes
a picture
around,
there.
smashes all the containers
chat.
that we haven't taken.
But yeah,
Right.
it was just a water barrel. So
wanted
yeah.
Just want to open up all those boxes.
Overall,
Mhm.
pick up, be like,
Beardy.
how much would people pay for this moldy cheese?
This is just Baldur's Gate then.
Yeah, most everybody, basically everything in there is like 30 years destroyed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So any of the food is long since spoiled or been eaten by scavengers or molded away into nothingness.
If there was any wine, it could be very nice vinegar.
Sure, but no wine. You don't usually...
Yes, classic mine drink.
Yeah. Not a lot of wine in the mine.
We got our mine vineyard down here.
Mm-hmm. Now, like if it was cheese, I know that like oftentimes people would store cheese in like old, a bit like tapped out salt mines. Like that's a thing that people do in the real world, right? Is cool. Salt mine, like finished salt mines will still like they'll sell space for storage of various dry goods like cheeses. Do a great job in mines for like aging them. But yeah, that's about everything. And anything else in the dungeon in the Echo Deep that made that's worthy of mention, or shall we move on to the camp and travel scenes?
Well,
there was an interesting comment that's worthy of mention, but I think it's going to come up later.
That's true. That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
I found Xander's quietness very interesting. His tune seemed to change after we left, so always very fun to notice those little details. And it's very sweet that he like wrapped up the bodies so that they're going to like proper places to be buried. I think that's genuinely just a very good move, and it's nice to see, because it does make the world even more real that like these are what people would do if they found a dead body. Maybe at least that's what Xander would do. So
it made us less murder. I'm glad that multiple of us in and out of character are on the same page about not just leaving the corpses in the mine.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So that was a really nice moment. We're not talking about you.
I'm sure Zulin, if Zulin had to get in the offer, would have happily kept them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to learn about that.
Take them out of the mine for that.
Maybe not so much the skeleton.
Yeah.
Definitely the other one.
Yeah, you're like, we got one of those already. Hey, stop it! You
bones are just everywhere.
Replacement.
I don't know. I thought the mines as combat actually was very, very fun. I feel like combat's grown on me of the years that we've been playing Check Please. I feel like I've grown a lot in it, and it's a lot more fun now that we're more descriptive on it. Every time Beardy's super descriptive about something, I'm like, I am suddenly so invested in this combat. Let's go. It's so good when it happens. So I'm always in for that now. Like, I guess I like combat now. Ooh, that's weird. I guess I like combat now, kind of, maybe. Just a little bit.
Yeah, no. I think all the comments were really fun, and I literally didn't even participate in, like, 99% of them.
So it's like, I'm enjoying the show.
The entirety of the entire mine, I'm just going to wait here.
I did take a turn during the boss fight.
I felt kind of bad. I was like, I know you're doing this voluntarily, but I'm like, he's not getting any turn. He's not playing D&D.
I mean, yeah, like I'll say that I was actually worried that you were not enjoying yourself, and that's why you were like passing your turns. So I'm glad to hear that.
No.
During the break period, he's like, "Is Shane okay? Like, is Shane having fun?" I'm like, "Shane's having a great time. What? What's wrong?"
No, it was just.
I was worried too.
Yeah,
no, I was just thinking about that.
Doing.
I was like, I probably look really brooding and like I'm having a bad time,
Xander.
but I don't think anyone realizes that this is just Xander, and I'm having a great time.
I thought it might have been Xander too, but I went like, I was like, option one, however lifelink works, because I'm not too familiar with it, requires you to not do much else. Option two, Xander is sad and doesn't want to participate. Or option three, Xander figures we can handle it and doesn't want to participate.
Fair.
Doesn't want to come in and just ex machina all these.
The option two made me worried. Or no, I guess
insects rather.
Option two though of him being sad was I was like, is he just trying to get Xander killed so that like a sad thing happens where Xander dies? It's like, he's not even defending himself, but he's in the back, so he's not trying to die. All right, as long as he doesn't move up to the front. I was like, Xander fucking like runs up in front of an enemy and then skips his turn,
I mean,
I'm gonna start stopping him.
If I wanted to die, I just would not have severed the tether between me and Stavik, because he had like
true.
43 or like 30, like 35 or something out of like 60 hit points. Like that's more than my max HP.
Yeah.
Well, I was
And
having these
Xander
thoughts
right now
before.
dies at like -6. So
I was
Yeah.
having these thoughts before that point. When we were having the maggot fight, you just were not doing your turns, and I was like, well, we're not exactly in danger, but like, he just didn't. He just skipped his turn completely. Is he? Where is he gonna go? What is he gonna do? What is he planning?
What's his end game?
Xander had other things to concern himself with during those fights. Higher
Yeah,
priorities.
I'm very curious what those are. I hope we find out soon.
I don't know about. I personally don't hope you find out soon.
Okay, fair.
For you, like for your sake.
Oh,
For Stavik?
I mean, I don't care. I don't care if I.
that's concerning.
Stavik or everybody. You worry about.
Everybody. Stavik, I'm worried about specifically, but that has to do with something
Redacted.
else.
Something
It
redacted.
does have to do with
Redacted, yeah.
Yeah.
Redacted.
That's concerning.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Screwy.
Yeah,
Don't
that
worry
wasn't
about
the whole
Mhm.
point. Was that you wouldn't worry about it? That's why he didn't take any turns. You gonna throw that away, Screwy?
Oh, now I'm concerned.
Everything went the way it was supposed to go. It's fine.
Yeah, it went
Oh,
great.
good.
Notably, because Xander did that, we were way more cautious with combat, or at least a little bit more, I feel like, than we have been in the past.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
good on you, Xander, for making us learn tactics in a single dungeon.
Not to say that I wasn't like I don't give a shit about Xander or anything, but I want to say that lifelink was not why Valentino was more cautious this time.
That's
Just
fair.
trying new tactics.
It's fair. It's fair.
Mm.
Xander's really good at gay chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Yeah, he is.
Master at it.
gay chicken?
Gay chicken.
I do not
you
understand.
Are you not familiar with gay chicken? The concept of it?
I apologize. I do not understand.
No.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, wow.
Who wants the honor of explaining?
I know this one.
Screwy.
I know
Yeah.
this one.
Screwy. Explain
So-
gay chicken to Keni.
So, this also ties into me having an older brother, and we would do
Does it?
You played gay chicken with
does.
your brother?
yeah.
Oh my-
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no! That's,
Yeah.
Is this about penises
Yeah.
touching? Like, should I just
No,
have
No.
Okay.
No.
I was
That's
about
how
to
good
get
you
very
are.
concerned.
No.
That's like
This
Olympic level.
that's advanced gay chicken.
that's advanced. That's
Like,
no,
is
no,
it
no.
like
That's
you
like
just have your
Olympic level.
penises
That's
out
like
and
that's
it's
that's professional.
Who's gonna touch them? Like, what's going on?
I mean, yeah, that is what chicken is all about.
But basically, yeah, it's looking deep into the other man's eyes, and you're both heterosexual, but you have that that connection with each other where it's like you lean in really close, get really close, and then the person chickens out and doesn't kiss the other man.
Yeah, it's basically like, how close can you get? How like intimate can it be before one of
blinks?
you is the chicken
Oh,
who can't do it anymore?
okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Huh.
really fucking
Like it's
stupid.
like chicken with
but
cars
yes.
is the initial idea where you drive at each other. The first person.
Oh, I thought
to
that was where you
veer
drive
out of the way.
towards a cliff.
No. You're
go-
at
no,
each other.
you
It's
go at
like
each other,
jousting
yeah.
with cars.
Yeah, and then the first person
Yeah.
to break their nerve and turn away loses.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
gay
I
chicken's
thought
like
it was
that with
for
your
I
mouth.
thought it was gonna be with penises, but okay.
It can
Yeah.
be.
No,
I mean, that's
theoretically,
because
yeah,
you're
it could be,
more
but
hardcore than- this is like a middle schooler thing.
Mm.
Yep.
yeah. If you're
I-
at the penis is almost touching level, you're already almost
Yeah,
there.
there's no chickens involved. That's more closet
Well-
exiting procedure.
I don't
Well,
know.
you
There's
know.
a lot of
There are
like
chickens
straight
involved.
men that are like, let's all have our penises out and look at them together and shit. So I don't know about
Yeah, I agree. That's
Mm.
definitely a closet exiting experience.
that.
I mean,
Moral
you are like you have your hand on the doorknob ready to leave if you're at a penis is almost touching.
I see. Good
Is
to
that what
know.
happened to Owen?
Hmm?
He lost a gay chicken?
Does that happen to what?
Owen. He
Oh,
got stuck in
well,
the
there you-
closet.
Mm.
You figured out the
That's
mystery.
it.
God
Damn it.
damn it. God damn it.
Closet in Pinterest?
All right, next
There's
campaign,
eyes there.
everybody.
All right, we can start with
All right,
campaign.
new characters.
Okay.
All right,
See you in
guys,
a couple
it's time
months.
for campaign
Ah, ba, ba, ba,
3.
ba, ba, ba.
You guys are starting in
Why are you so-
Parthenay.
Fucking Mexico.
Fuck.
All right.
Yeah.
So after the mines, though, we got back on the road, got a new horse, and Xander closed down the mine. And we all thought he was going to be burying the bodies instead.
Oh
Right?
no, bodies don't get
Someone's-
buried.
They do.
What?
I don't know what to tell you, man. That happens.
Yeah, they go in the ground, mate, or they get
Sometimes.
incinerated, or
I mean, as of
They get-
the present in the campaign, which bodies have been buried that have not been like exhumed?
I mean,
Name
I
a
don't know.
single
Did we-
body that has
Yeah.
actually been buried so far.
They don't
I
stay
mean-
buried.
I mean,
Or I
I'm
didn't-
all
I
for
didn't really bother
skulls
to
for the
check
skull
one way or
throne,
the
but
other
From which ones? From the previous campaign?
from this campaign.
From this campaign.
This campaign, okay.
I mean, when we were in the tomb, weren't there bodies in there still that did not get removed? I didn't really bother to ask because I assumed that the tomb had bodies in it. That's kind of like asking, double checking that the library has books. Like,
Well,
Kinda take
the
it for
ones
granted, right?
yeah.
the ones in the Owen Temple in Luciana weren't buried, and there were no buried bodies in the one
Wait.
that we just went to either.
Well,
wait,
in the-
hold on. Question: there were bodies, and they were in a tomb. That tomb is
Also-
underground.
Interred?
That
Is
sounds
gonna-
like
is
to
that
me
gonna-
they are
Is that
underground.
gonna get you less pedantic? Is interred the word you're looking for?
Yes.
For 500?
I don't know. I feel like that was Cal's resting place, even though it should have been somewhere else, in my opinion, but it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Where was the other place? Where was the place it should have been?
I mean, I feel like Arya would have made a comment on, like, he should have stayed with her, but would also respect whatever wishes that he had.
You see, I think he's exactly where he needs to be.
Dead in the ground.
Dead as hell. What kind of shoe she got in that casket? I don't know. We took
At
them
what point
probably.
is it archaeology versus grave robbing?
We robbed a grave, kind of.
We robbed a grave.
We have
I
robbed
mean-
graves.
The grave did tell us we could
I
rob
mean,
it, though.
no, but like, it's weird. It's weird.
I mean, it's only robbery if you don't own the stuff.
okay, that's true. It's
But what if I want the item
I do own
more
the
than
stuff.
the other person?
Thank
you
you.
don't own this stuff?
I own the stuff actually.
Oh, I love it. What if
You
you don't
own all
own
this
this
shit.
stuff, huh?
hmm
Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of Owen,
Yes.
that interesting conversation that happened at camp.
Which one?
That's true. There
I
were
felt like it
several.
was very spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should we
Okay.
go over them?
Yes. Let's just go over all of them. Who wants to go first?
I mean, the first thing was Valentino talking to Stavik about Owen worship.
Yes,
He doesn't know
absolutely.
anyone else is an Owen worshiper yet. But he, and I mean, he believed Stavik at the time. There were a few things that it was like, that's kind of vague. That seems weirdly vague for someone who's, this is like their specialty. But you know, it's his specialty, not mine. So I'll take his word for it. At the time.
Till night.
At the time.
Any-
That's what
any
he
other-
believes.
Any comments from you, Screwy, about that conversation?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious. I appreciate Valentino's desire to understand Stavik's faith as to his best of his knowledge, which apparently is shaky at best, I guess.
Beardy, was there anything that seemed really off about what Stavik was saying?
I mean, more than normal? No.
Like I said, I didn't think it seemed off. It was just kind of vague at times. There was parts where he was like,
safe. He played it very safe.
It wasn't meant to be vague per se. It was meant to. It's because of Screwy's. I tried.
Trust me, I understand that. My intention was not originally to grill you on it. It was to try and get Stavik schmoozed up so that he would get drunk, so that he would go to bed, so that Valentino could get the truth out of him in a vulnerable spot. But I was like, hey, this also seems like a thing. Like it is a ritual of sorts for Valentino to find out what his friends' faiths are, and to try and learn about them and show respect to them. So that was like genuinely part of his motivation there as well.
Oh yeah.
And then also, having a chance to make you squirm was always fun.
Oh yeah.
So
it didn't exactly. It didn't. Did it? I feel I played Stavik as true as possible with this situation because his to him what has been put not upon him but put in front of him, the ideal of what he of what could happen if things are revealed. The things there are worse things than death.
So we're jumping ahead of this conversation.
We are, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, there's that part too. Yeah.
Shall we just get into it? Should we just get into it? Let's just do it. Let's rip off the fucking Band-Aid. Let's go. All right. Fucking what the fuck just happened? It was like an amazing moment. Holy shit.
Perfect.
I mean, I was thinking, like, when Stavik made that offhand comment, I was like, he's not going to be honest if Valentino just asks him. Because he just hasn't been up to this point. And
that trend continues.
Yes, and that trend continues. I am baffled why Stavik felt the need to keep this a secret. Like...
Because it's information that, if let out, he was told in no uncertain terms that this information is so vital to not be known. There are worse things than death, and he understands that. So it's like, okay.
The way you answered it made it so much more suspicious than if you said literally any lie.
Like, oh, Louis is like a little sad, weak boy. He deserves to be saved more, and he my friend or something. I don't know. Any lie, bitch.
I mean, fair. Also, just not very Stavik. I feel like Stavik played that perfectly, and I was very proud of Stavik.
He had like a steel wheel there, and it was very, very great. But whoo, doggy.
Because I will say that one of the things that Xander has gotten on Stavik multiple times about was back in episode 8, where he was like, you think that you are cursed right now because you're undead, but that you will think of as a kindness compared to what I will do with you if you even dream about betraying the trust that I want to put on you. And Stavik has multiple times like done things that have made Xander not particularly pleased with him. So this is like the first time that I feel that Stavik has done something where he has really, really leaned into that and taken that seriously.
Literally.
It was so good.
So I was like, I see what Stavik is doing here, and I appreciate that. This does make him look really suspicious from Valentino's point of view.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
Valentino has now has a short list of possible affiliations that the three of you now might have, and yeah, he's gonna be checking for some indicators on some of those.
Okay.
See, the thing is, also, think of it as just a practical situation. So, Stavik has information. He can't give it out. Can't and won't. So he has a sword to his throat. So either he gives the information or he dies. But then the information is gone if he dies. So they're being threatened with oblivion, and what Xander threatened him with. It's like, that oblivion looks pretty good. So it's there. He was okay. And
I mean, from Val's perspective, like, the threat of losing the info wasn't too big to him because he figured if it's bad enough to die over, he probably should be getting the fuck out of Dodge.
That's fair. Yeah.
But also, like, it was kind of a weird moment for me, as I guess expressed maybe more than I ought to have in game, that, like, the rules of Pathfinder kind of interfered, where I was like, he can't just kill you, though. He's literally can't be sure. It would break out into a fight that is not going to work out for him.
And that's the other point. If he slices into Stavik, Xander's going to know.
Well, yeah, but he wouldn't be worried about Xander knowing if he got Stavik and could go, right? If the first blow is a killing blow, that'd be fine. If he has to cut away at 60-some HP, even if Stavik has no armor and no weapons, that's too much time. That's just not going to work out.
And the other thing is, being undead, Stavik is actually immune to
coup de grace.
Oh yeah.
So he doesn't suffer from like massive damage, like save or die effects. Like they don't affect undead. So like you could coup de grace and get the critical hit, but he wouldn't have to make the fortitude save or die after that.
But on the plus side, if you get him to 0 HP, he dies.
That's true. Yes. He doesn't go into negatives. He just dies.
I mean, to be fair, and I also, I guess, didn't actually know about the fort save part, so I was just counting on the critical with sneak. But
yeah, you get the critical, but you also, since he was aware of your presence at that point, it's not a guaranteed sneak attack. You would have to still beat him in the initiative roll,
right?
Yeah, which is likely. Yeah,
I mean, I've been rolling pretty good initiative all day, so
yeah.
Actually pretty new.
Yeah, I mean, you have a better initiative modifier than him anyway, so like chances are you would win that.
Shit for most of the campaign. I feel like Stavik is gone before Valentino. I mean, he did the purple worm fight. I
mean, I would have given you more hero points if you did want to get first in initiative.
True. I would
appreciate you throwing that my way, despite it being a counter to your character's interest.
Oh yeah, no, I love when things are counter to my character's interest.
That's very true.
I would have given you one because I want to see where it would go. I want to see the scene play out.
Well, it's interesting now. I've got a lot to chew on. Well, I guess Valentino might be in a broody mood, and that's kind of how we can write him out for a bit.
Sure.
Because he has kind of hit a point where he's been like, are these people not, like, he's been like starting to warm up to everybody more and more, and he's like, hold up a minute. Are they warming up to me? Or are they gonna fucking kill me in my sleep?
See, that's a sad thing, is and you know that the answer is no, but Val is questioning it all, so it's I can understand.
I mean, like, Louis was ready to kill him while he's awake.
No, Louis wouldn't.
Fair.
Just literally, pretty much the only one who has been pretty trustworthy around him, and Xander has been getting weirder and quieter lately too, and he's more worried about it for Xander's good health, but with this he's like, okay, it could mean something else.
Well, literally, Val just saw that Stavik will let Valentino die
Yeah.
for no reason.
Basically, yeah.
Louis was perfectly safe,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
and you
notably,
just decided not to help.
Louis was like, go help injured friend. Okay? I might have beef with him, but like it doesn't mean I want to see people dying.
I will say, I feel like I understand Stavik's point of view from the last couple of conversations where he's been chastised about this.
Yeah.
So I can understand completely. When he did that, I was like, yes, I understand why you're doing this, you know. But yes, Louis was not in danger. But
No,
it
wasn't.
I feel like it was more of a statement than an actual.
That's why I went with it.
I mean,
like,
Valentino wasn't really slighted. He was just like, he noticed that Stavik and Louis had a weird relationship, but had been like, well, as long as it doesn't affect, our combat, then it's fine. And then when Stavik was just straight up like, oh, he's more important than Valentino, I was like, oh, so it does affect our combat. So I need to know what it is then, because otherwise I'm going to die for it.
That is very fair. I feel like from my perspective, with the last conversation that we had in Saraibo, like right before Stavik got slashed by the tree, when Xander was like, I'm not going to give you any more tests. And Stavik was like, oh, I understand now, like the choice that I made. I don't regret the choice that I made, but I understand like the weight of that decision. I feel like this is a really good tie back to that moment with a very different choice that he made. And so watching that, I was like, I can't express anything physically because I'm very much in Xander right now, but I was like, man, Stavik, I see what you're doing here, and I'm very proud of you in that sense.
Yeah. That's basically where it all comes from, is fuck. Yeah, I can't. No, it's like, no, I know you're telling me to go do something, but nope. I'm staying in or around you, because who's to say another one's not gonna pop out right next to you? Then you fucked. So that's where his head was.
No, honestly, I love the scene. Absolutely. That was probably my favorite part of the entire session. I was like, whatever is happening, this is so interesting. I'm invested.
Right.
I'm ready. I need more. Give me more.
Well, my goal with Valentino is to do more spicy things. I feel like I have been being too safe and logical when he is rash and impulsive.
He's got the blood of dragons in him.
Yeah, I mean, then he's not wrong. Like, if it was the wrong choice, it wouldn't be me making it, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
I always make the right choice. Duh.
Yeah.
Though I do love I do love Zulin in my conversation. I love.
I think it's interesting we had like the same conversation.
Basically, and it just went a completely different direction. Like, it wasn't the same kind of spice, but it was very flavorful.
That's what got me was so weird is that Stavik is talking to the guy who breaks into his teammates' fucking rooms in the middle of the night to steal their blood.
He doesn't know that.
I know he doesn't know that, but I'm just saying, Zulin, that's what happened, right? Is that there's the shifty motherfucker Stavik's talking to, and he's like, you're a good guy. You're a nice guy. I might
easy
tell
to
you,
talk to.
And then Valentino, it's like, oh, you can kill me. You can kill me first. It's like,
right.
Yeah. I will say it is interesting that Zulin has now overheard this conversation.
And all he's just gonna do is, I'm gonna log that away.
Yeah. I'm curious how the party dynamic is going to work. And I had some plan for Valentino when he gets back that I don't think is going to pan out. But we'll hang on to those.
Okay, because for Zulin and the Stavik conversation, Zulin is mostly trying just to figure out what Stavik's actual moral code is. Because at first he felt bad about killing a dog that I think he injured himself.
Yeah.
But
and chose to hit while it was running away too.
But as Zulin was comparing like, oh, you have to save a child or save an adult, but the adult might be a bit more injured. This was like, save the adult who is dying, or go with your friend because he might get in a car accident later. And choosing the friend. So Zool is currently doing some math in his head, just trying to gauge. And once again, not in a judgment sense. He just wants to.
Oh no, yeah, because he
just wants facts.
He wants to know where everyone's ethical boundaries are, so that he knows what lines he can cross.
What are you talking about?
Or who he can get as an accomplice.
I just love the idea of being like, hey friend, I need to know what your ethics is really important to me. And by really important to me, I mean it's not remotely important to me, and that has caused me a lot of problems. So,
but your ethics are really important to me, not my own.
I have a packet of 50 trolley problems. Can you fill these out, please?
Right. Yeah. I also just want to say, saying accomplice implies that Zulin has done a thing wrong, which that is only alleged.
Correct.
Okay.
That's true. Everything is only alleged.
So to start, if Valentino's on a track and Louis not on a track, but he's a bit further away from the lever.
But
like
Louis
he's just walking
train,
near
and
the
he doesn't
area.
know how to drive trains.
No. Louis is on a track that has been abandoned, but could potentially be utilized in a catastrophic emergency.
But he's not tied up or anything. He's just like standing.
No,
track.
just standing there. Yeah.
But still, yeah.
Question 2 on Zulin's ethics questionnaire. The Abyss is consuming all of the universe, and you need to consume entire worlds in order to stop it. Is it ethical to?
So the Galactus defense. Gotcha.
Is that what we're calling him now? I guess that does take power away from his name. And it's very funny. I wish Levette had called him Galactus now.
For the day that we have this conversation in character.
Oh no.
The ish ethic specifically, or just the ethical quandary?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh god.
Yes.
I think Ish is a gross weirdo who likes to pull people's eyes out.
Yeah, exactly.
Or pull their head out of their spine, head and spine out of their torso.
Pull the legs off.
Yeah.
Like so many really disturbed middle schoolers.
I mean,
that's not really the bad part, but I don't like it either.
I mean, he ceased being an angel a long time ago.
Evidently.
Yeah.
So to make an omelet, you have to destroy a few worlds, right?
That's right.
To make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs, and just be sure that you're not one of the eggs, because that would be the only way the omelet couldn't get made. No one else can make omelets except you.
Yeah.
They don't have the wherewithal to do it.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
Someone has to, right?
No
if no one else is going to stand up and do the thing that needs to be done, someone's got to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone has to stop. Has to make an omelet. So,
Someone has to make.
Y'all want to make some bacon?
Saying if no one else is gonna make that omelet, they're just gonna, get consumed by the abyss.
Don't got time to let them know about the omelet either. That's not really part of the plan here. Gotta get cooking.
Also, since we've been a bit too on track talking about check please, I'd just like to say that omelets are one of the best ways to get rid of the flavor of an egg dish. They can be okay if you overload it with cheese. But
first of all,
in general,
no.
It sounds like someone here has never had a good omelet.
Correct,
Yes.
I haven't.
No, you can very easily ruin the flavor of an egg by turning it into a quiche.
Okay.
Quiche is also lovely.
I would like to clarify, do we mean like an American style omelet? Do we mean a French omelet? Because these are very different worlds.
I've never had a French omelet.
I've never been to France.
We're not going to France, honey.
Probably for the best.
They don't like us there, and I don't want to deal with it.
It's one of those like champagne versus sparkling water kind of things. It has
I think
to
those
be
are
made
very
in
different
France
drinks.
to be
No.
What the fuck?
Those
You're
are
telling me a
different drinks?
champagne and sparkling water are the same?
Yes, very different. Probably about the same as an omelet that we were talking about in a French omelet.
So you're saying that winging a sparkling water drinking contest is not that cool or impressive?
Mineral water and sparkling water without bubbles.
It is if you're Louis.
Yeah, it depends on whether or not you're allowed bathroom breaks.
No, but a quiches are garbage, especially if you put spinach in them.
I don't know what to say, buddy. Like, they're tasty.
No.
I'm not a quiche guy, but I'm not ready to shit and yuck someone's yum like that. Shit in someone's pasta.
Like,
Just
I'm sorry.
But I will shit in someone's quiche.
Damn.
No, if you no. Xeno made the statement: the way to remove the egg flavor of something is
Also, what's the fucking monster in the background?
again haunted by the prowler.
It's
No, we're
literally
haunted by the ghost of. We're haunted by the ghost of that purple worm child that we just decimated. Just fucked up.
What if we killed Bob's kid?
No.
I'm just putting it out there.
Bob was on a different planet.
Who the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
true.
he had kids before that.
Bob, the purple
Yeah,
worm
Bob
that
fucks.
Varys summoned. That
Wasn't Bob a summon?
Yeah.
So doesn't he just
So
like
was,
disappear after a while?
Yeah, he just goes
So
down
was-
further. I summoned him forth.
Yeah.
Killer.
So was what is his
Somewhere.
name? So was Chisel. Chisel was a summon.
Wasn't
Sort
he
of?
an
Not
animal
really.
like companion specifically
animal
for a
companion, but I
paladin?
can summon him. So
It's
Yes,
a bit
but I can
different,
summon
I'm
him.
pretty sure.
Chisel
Yeah,
was a
but-
man, and he'll be remembered.
He finally rested.
Chisel. Oh
He's
god,
still
Chisel
alive.
finally
Oh, he's
rest in
still alive
peace.
right now, though. There's
Suffering.
20
Oh, right,
more
that's
years
right.
of suffering.
Like everyone in the Maelstrom, you're not special, Chisel.
Oh, that poor thing. That poor fucking thing.
He's like, let me die, and then you let him die, and he's like, wait, put me back.
Okay, from the bottom of my heart, as the player character for Petravian, I apologize, Chisel. I was a horrible paladin.
Chisel
And
doesn't
I
accept your
apologize.
apology.
No
Too
shit.
late.
Oh. I will not apologize for suplexing his disobedient and sassy ass.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah,
'Cause it
don't
was funny.
Apologize. That had to happen
It did.
for history to write its course. That was
Yep.
the Harambe event of our.
Oh
of this
my
timeline.
god!
Oh god. Oh god, now I need like a one shot where he didn't and everything's all the fuck different.
Damn.
And we have to go back and fix
That's
the
the one where
timeline.
Levette does join her family of the Dark Elves, but they corrupt her, and she fucking brings their
God.
conquest up to the surface.
Ooh, delicious.
It's like,
And now we
hey,
get to
I
look
know the
forward
problem to our
to,
sunlight sensitivity. Army of robots, duh.
Duh. Mech suits.
Fair.
Just as far as the eye can see.
Exactly.
I'm excited for Louis and Stavik's conversation next week. And he'll have to keep it the straight face and have to get rid of the thing on his neck. The
I
the
mean,
catch on his
The
neck.
skin?
Yeah.
The skin?
Yeah, Louis said he'd prefer if you were a skeleton.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem. All right. Man, that's a problem that I was going to be worried about for a little bit. That righted itself. Perfect.
Yeah, no, he just is more comfortable around that. So that was his weird request. But he felt so bad about asking that because he's like, you seem so happy in your skin.
Skin suit?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Skin.
a skin suit. But that's the great thing about a suit. You can take it off.
You gotta call it that?
Sometimes.
It's a skin suit. It's not
Calling
real.
it a skin suit. I'm gonna start calling him Buffalo Bill.
Okay.
Go ahead. What you were supposed to say?
No.
Go ahead. No. You started.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Who?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
If you wear a costume, for too long,
Mm-hmm.
it ceases being a suit, and you can't find the seams anymore.
Oh, yeah, I know of that. Oh, yeah. That's uncomfy, and I love it. Good job.
So someone can literally become a furry.
Oh my god.
If you
It
can't find
happens
the
all the
seams,
time.
like what else are you gonna do? You gotta shit in that thing forever.
Uh-huh.
Cursed. Absolutely cursed.
That's the most true
Very
thing I
on
can
brand.
think of.
Hopefully you build it an ass flap, otherwise it's going to get awful stinky in
And,
there.
Yeah, cause of
It-
death
it's
is
gonna
going
be
to
stinky no matter what.
It stops being a suit because it becomes a toilet.
It becomes a tomb.
We're a weird bunch.
We're quite silly here, folks.
Oh my god.
And if you made it this far, why don't you hit that like and subscribe button down below?
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for plugging us.
Yes,
so-
thank you. It actually is a notably improved thing that when people hear that, there is more likely to
When
happen.
they hear that they should like and subscribe our videos, and follow us on Twitch and YouTube.
yeah, it does
Every
help.
Like, follow, and subscribe saves one soul from the maelstrom.
Hi.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm safe from the maelstrom today because of you.
There's more.
Oh,
There's
in
more
the
reasons though too, so more
look.
people can do it.
Yeah.
It's not just the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our paid
Well, there's
sponsorship
Solaria.
from Detliv the Librarian.
I don't know how Soul keeps on getting in there,
There's
but
Solicity. I can just
Yeah, I
go
guess you're
down
right,
the
there's a lot of
line.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. You'll save a soul today. Well, there were a couple of other conversations. They seem so minor in comparison to Val's Gambit. I don't even know what the fuck happened. It was great.
Gambit's a good word for it.
woo,
Mhm.
I want to make a name for myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Anything
fascinating accent,
stand out
roguish
with
charm.
those other conversations?
Are you talking about the ones with Louis?
Yeah, there was a couple with Louis. Didn't Bastion speak with Xander though? It was
No.
No?
What happened was Louis thought that Bastion was gonna speak with Xander,
Right.
and
Louis'
then he walked
brain.
off. Yeah,
And dropped a
then
note.
that
He was
didn't
like,
happen.
"Oh,
Yeah.
obviously you'll want to talk to Xander. I'm gonna get out of here."
Mhm.
That's right. That was the note.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there was a
Louis
note. Passing
did
note.
drop
And it's
out
coded.
a note.
Passing notes
I
in
mean-
class.
Have you figured out the
So-
code?
So yaoi coded.
Oh,
I
I
feel like it was pretty easy.
It's Yaoi coded.
knew
Yeah.
what the note said before I read the code, and then I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
That makes sense.
Eat my entire ass.
Xeno.
I
It was encoded.
actually-
It's my entire eat.
Eat me.
I
my
had a large lunch,
entire-
so I will have to hold back this time,
Jesus Christ.
but perhaps on another occasion.
When I'm hungry.
Mothman wouldn't have skipped.
I
Want to tie you up in ribbons and send you off like a gift.
Yep. I mean, it's
No,
not even my
we're just
birthday yet.
around.
Gosh.
Every word is shifted forward one.
It's not Christmas. It's not my birthday, but here they are, wrapped up like a little, even with the bow. How you doing, Kenny?
okay.
You
Thank you for
praying over
asking. I'm praying because Louis can't. All good things. All good things.
Y'all need Eden. That's all
No,
I'm saying.
no.
And Mellifera.
And
I
Melissa,
mean,
yeah.
per episode 1, yeah, apparently. We shall see. But that pretty much wraps things up. Does anyone have any final comments about today's episode?
A good session.
It's a good
That's
session.
awesome.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Great session, also great checkpoint.
Agreed.
Aw.
Thank you all so very much for joining us this evening. We will see you all next week as we continue our trials and tribulations in this campaign. Have a good night, everyone, and thank you for rolling with us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.